A subscriber asked me the very best question. Let me read it. I know you're talking about emotions that can be felt and released, but what about the ones that don't go away? The ones that just stay stuck no matter what? If you've tried to live from the end like Neville Goddard teaches and you keep bumping into the same feelings, this video's for you, because these repeating emotions aren't proof that you're broken. They're your upgrade alarm going off. I'm Wanda Vitale, and I'm a certified life coach and have the pleasure of working with empaths and HSPs, because I am one, in a world that's not like us. We're the 20% that are literally, neurologically, biologically different, and things like manifesting are different for us. Let's get into this. Why emotions feel stuck. When an emotion feels stuck and won't move, it's not the emotion that's frozen. It's your body's safety system. The body remembers faster than the mind can process. Something happened once, big or small, that taught your system. Feeling this equals danger, that taught you something bad is going to happen. And so every time that emotion arises, your body hits pause to protect you. It's not punishing you. It's really trying to keep you safe using old information. Every looping emotion belongs to a part of you that took on the job of protection. I call these subpersonalities, inner characters that decided if I stay small or quiet or invisible, I'll be okay. Or that decided life isn't safe. Or that decided I can't trust life to support me. But these subpersonalities aren't bad. They're loyal. Some of you might call these aspects of your inner child. I like subpersonalities because it's really what they are, and they're not really children. They're just personalities who decided it's my job to keep you safe. So when something happens in life that's similar to this original wounding moment or original memory, I'm going to keep you safe. We're going to freeze. We're going to stay quiet. We're going to expect the worst because I can at least expect the worst and I'm still in control. I hope this makes sense. But these subpersonalities aren't bad. They're still guarding an outdated rule book. And this is why when you start to manifest and start to live from the end, as Neville Goddard teaches, these subpersonalities crop up and say, oh no, the last time this happened, remember what happened? No, we don't do that. And then the emotion comes up. They're not blocking you. These subpersonalities are just doing their job, and they don't realize that you've outgrown their job with this vision that you're creating consciously. Let's talk about what's really happening in the body. Feelings are just energy that wants to move. But when the body says no, when these stuck feelings won't go, it's your body saying, no, it's not safe. That energy moves back inside, it folds back, and it becomes tension, looping thoughts, exhaustion, overwhelm. You know what it's like when you feel this. You just start to think, well, it's just how I am. But it isn't. It's not you. It's just an emotional wave that never got to finish, that's frozen. Here's the twist most people miss. These emotions that keep returning aren't failures. They're invitations. Every time a feeling repeats, it's showing you where your system is ready to upgrade its definition of safety. For instance, that anger that pops up or rage, It's saying, I'm done being voiceless. One of my clients is experiencing this now. She's experiencing massive rage. The sadness that won't lift, it's saying, I'm ready to be supported. That anxiety, whatever is being triggered in you that makes anxiety arise, that anxiety is really saying it's time to trust again. Recurring emotions are how your nervous system tells you that a new version of you is really trying to come online. It is the doorway. It is the way. So let's do a little somatic reset so you can learn how to let it move. Remember, empaths and HSPs are body first. We are always scanning the field. We do it unconsciously. We merge with everything. That's why you're so good at knowing what's happening in the world. But when you're trying to create a different life and manifesting consciously, your body is still scanning for safety. You're feeling what's going on in the world. Right now, there's a lot of things happening in the United States. You are feeling that, not consciously, but your system, your very precise system, is wired to feel that. I want you to bring up one of those old emotions that keeps coming up. Maybe it's fear, it could be anxiety, could be overwhelm, could be lack of trust in life. Whatever it is, could be this feeling of, I'm not enough. Why is it so hard? Just let the feeling come up in your body if you can right now, and we'll walk through it. Step 1, feel where your body meets the ground, whether it's your feet, your seat, your sit bones on your chair, doesn't matter. Just find contact. Put your hand on your heart. It's that touch that says, I'm here. I'm safe. Slow breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do 3 of those. Feel that in your heart. I'm here. I'm safe. And I want you to say softly after those 3 breaths, it's safe to feel what's here. It's safe to let this finish. So I want you to let the anger or the anxiety come up as you're doing this. I'm here. Observe the feeling. Let the feeling have you. Don't try to push it down. Let it have you. Invite it in. I used to invite mine in for tea. My old friend, terror, years ago. That was what was stuck in me, terror. And terror is happening with a lot of people right now with so much uncertainty. But let the feeling rise in you. As you have your hand on your heart, it's safe to feel this. Let it rise. It may show up as pressure in your chest. It may show up as pressure in your gut. It's safe to feel this. It's safe to let this finish. I'm here. I'm held. You can rock, sway a little bit. It teaches the body that it's safe. If you have children, you would hold your little baby and sway with it. Some of us didn't get that as little children, and you might not have either. You could hum as the feeling arises, as the intensity arises. Still, hand on heart, not trying to make it go away, not trying to lessen it. Hand on heart. I'm safe. I'm safe. I can feel this. Breathe. Let whatever happens happen. It could be tears, could be tingling, could be a feeling in your gut. You can also place the other hand on your gut, wherever the intensity is. You could say, even now in this intensity, I am safe. Even now, in this intensity, I'm here. And if you just stay with this, the feeling will subside. The intensity will subside. Don't label it. Don't fix it. Don't tell yourself that this feeling is here because. Just let yourself feel it. That's all we have to do. Just feel it. Purely, without story, without meaning. And you can take your hands away when the feeling starts to lessen in intensity. It might be a minute, it might be 3, it might be longer than that, it might be 5. Let yourself be with the feeling. You're telling your body it's safe. It's your body completing the emotional wave. Why do we, as empaths, feel more? Why do we feel all this more? Wouldn't it be nice to just notice a feeling and tell ourselves this means nothing and move on? It doesn't work that way for us. Empaths feel this cycle more intensely because our system is, as I said, wired to feel everything around us. It's not conscious. Our brain's empathy networks fire stronger. Our bodies mirror what it picks up. So half the time, what you're feeling isn't even yours. Before any release or manifestation work, remind yourself, it's safe to feel what's mine. It's safe to let go of what's not. And how do you know what's yours and what isn't? Well, the best way is just to reset yourself to peace. I choose peace instead of this. Feel that in your body, hand on heart. I choose peace. I am aligned with peace. Feel that. What if that became your baseline signal that you always return to? Peace or relief. If you're going through a lot right now, it may be relief. Peace is a good one. I choose peace instead of this. It's even a lesson from A Course in Miracles. If that becomes your baseline signal, then anything that's not that is not yours. And we don't have to engage with it. We just feel what's there, stay out of story, let it move, return, and then return to peace. This is how we reset our boundaries and we bring our focus back to our hearts. Because most of us, as empaths and HSPs, are hypervigilant. We're wired that way, always scanning the field, always noticing what's going on with other people. Are they safe? Are they happy? Is it my fault? Do I need to do anything? That's the constant chatter in our head, if it's conscious, before we decide to focus solely on how am I feeling, moment to moment, how am I feeling, to return to peace. It's really clear when you focus on yourself and how you feel that everything else is noise. Everything else is chatter. You may be thinking thoughts that aren't even yours. You may be thinking thoughts that your office mates are thinking and feeling. You may be feeling things that your family is feeling. And if you feel them, just realize, I know what this is. I'm feeling it. Yep, this is whatever it is. This is Yep, this is anxiety. Come on in, anxiety. Let me feel you to set you free. And you just go through that little process. You breathe through it to return to coherence, which is alignment, presence. We don't need to protect ourselves from other people's energy. That is just a fallacy. We get to decide what we take on as ours, what we align with, or what we don't. If you walked into a room that had a horrible smell, you would say, this room smells. It has nothing to do with me, and maybe you'd leave. And that's really what these feelings are. What boundaries do you need to have in place? What needs to change? We don't have to match, even though we merge with everybody and everyone else. We get to run all these feelings through this amazing device that's our biology and neurology, and filter them back to peace. And that's the signal that you send out. Changes the world. And let's bring it back to Neville Goddard and living from the end. Body first, the way we do it, not mind first. Neville said, feeling is the secret. And what I would say is, safety is the secret behind the feeling. You can imagine the wish fulfilled all day long, but if your body still thinks that love isn't safe, or that much peace isn't safe, or if it thinks that a lot more money isn't safe because of something that happened in your childhood, then you get pulled back into your old state, into your old identity. So before you visualize, take that breath, hand on heart, and whisper, it's safe to feel the end now. We have to do that before we imagine. That's the only way for us. Feel your body soften into that reality. It's safe to feel the end now. Drop your tongue on the bottom of your mouth. Notice that your shoulders relax. That puts you in receptive mode. And that's when living from the end stops being mental and becomes real. Because once your body knows the future is safe, it joins you there. So if you've got emotions that won't move, just remember this. They're not punishment. They're just a signal that a new level of you is ready to emerge. The body's just waiting for your permission to upgrade. You don't need to fight the feeling. You just need to stay present with it long enough for the message to deliver itself, for the anxiety to dissolve, to be with the anxiety. And when you are willing to be present with it, it lessens in intensity. Your body feels safe. You're not repelling your dreams, you're letting them in. If this resonated, let me know in the comments what emotions keep coming up for you. I'm Wanda Vitale, and thanks so much for listening. If you haven't hit subscribe yet and want more videos that are really for empaths and sensitives and our differences, stay tuned for my next video and share this with somebody who needs it.